if you are watching this video right now, then I think my past is what is actually disturbing your present right now, which is actually losing trades more than you should. Because even as much as losing forex trade or crypto trade is seen as normal, it can get abnormal at times when you find yourself losing more than you win. Because an average trader out of 10 trade is an average trader should win at least 6 trade out of 10 trade on every single trade he executes. And this one thing, but if you find yourself that okay, out of 10 you are not winning up to 6 or more, then trust me, you are a big mistake you are actually doing that you need to work on right now. Trust me, I used to lose a lot of trade until I actually started implementing these 4 simple things that these 5 simple tips I'm about sharing with you in this video. So hello guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Paris Crypto and Forex. On this channel, as the name stated, I talk about crypto and forex. So anything crypto and forex, I'm there with you, and those are the tips I'm here to share with you in this video. I'm here to give you, this channel is here to give you the knowledge you will need to get started with crypto and forex and start making money off it. And in this video, I'm going to share with you these 5 simple tips that you can implement in your life, in your trading career, to help avoid too much loss during trade. So if you find this helpful and you're interested in watching the video to the very end, why not smash on that subscribe button, like this video, and also don't forget to share it with your friends as well. So with that already said, let's get started in today's video. Let me share with you these 5 simple tips that you can implement right now to stop losing trade more than you should do. So the first tips here on why you actually lose more trade than you win is actually because you don't have a clear trading strategy. So what do I mean by a clear trading strategy? Out of the 1% successful traders, every single trader among those 1% list actually build a trading strategy different from what they learned on YouTube. So here, let me break it down to you. So before you can start making profit through crypto or forex trading, first of all, you need to learn the basics of trading and then learn the strategies available out there. Once you learn the strategy, you need to pick a particular one, modify it, test it through backtesting or demo trading for several months to a year period to know if your strategy is working. And if you notice that okay, out of, let me say, you took 30 successful trades, and out of those 30 you were able to win more than 20 of them, that's to tell you that your strategy is working very perfect before you start using to trade real account. And this is one thing a lot of beginners fail to do. They just wake up one morning, go on YouTube and say, okay, I'm going to learn about technical analysis, or I want to learn about Fibonacci retracement. Then once they learn it, they try implementing it into trading. Trust me, it doesn't work that way. That YouTuber out there, me, this YouTuber in here, explaining this thing to you, actually have a back-end knowledge of that particular tool that you don't have yet. Reason is that that person learned on YouTube, read books that I recommended, that you can check the books. The video to my best trading books will be linked at the top there. They are not written by me, they are written by other expert traders that have been in the industry for over 50 years. So I'll be linking to those videos, to that video down in the comment section where I recommended those books. And then that particular trader has tested this strategy over and over again. Like I use this ADS indicator. So, but now if I should come on YouTube right now and explain this indicator to you in a plain sense, yes, you understand the movement of the indicator, but you wouldn't be able to understand every single detail I have behind me whenever I'm using this indicator. And this is one reason why you need to first of all learn on YouTube, then build your own strategy. Like the second thing here is simply trading revenge. So what do I mean by trading revenge? So I have some colleagues that are trading that. There's this particular guy who wanted to start trading that I know that he is actually my friend. But then even when he was trading his demo account, whenever he loses a trade, he will be like, oh man, this money I lost in this trade, I need to win it back. Like I need to win it back. Then he goes into the trade again without any clear approach, then he still loses out again. So what is the mistake he's making here? The mistake is that instead of taking his time to analyzing why he lost a trade, he's not trying to revenge against the market. But trust me, the market doesn't favor anyone. The market doesn't favor itself. The market favors both parties, him and you. The only way you can win over the market, or the market can win over you, is when you are able to find out why you lost that previous trade and then work on it instead of revenging your trade. So whenever you are trading and then you lost 1 or 2 trades, don't be in a hurry to go and enter the trade again and then win back your money. Calm down. Take your time, sit down, re-strategize, write down everything you did wrong in your previous trade and why you lost those trades, and then work out the reason and then go against those reasons so that you can win more trades than you lose. And that is about my second point here. Simply do not revenge trade. When you lose, see it as loss, and when you win, take it as loss. Don't revenge, because whenever you plan to revenge, you always find yourself losing out. It's just like what happens in real life, and someone offend you, then you try to revenge and pay back the person in the same way. You, at the end, you will be the person to lose out. Do you know why? Because the law will surely catch up against you, and that person might be seen innocent, because when that person did what he or she did, the law wasn't there. But when you were doing your own, the law eventually caught up with you, and that's one thing you need to take note of. Don't try to revenge trade when you are losing out. Just take your time, sit down and re-strategize and work on your errors so you can better them for your next trade. So that's about the second point here. Simply don't revenge trade. You will lose more. The third thing here is simply you are not mentally prepared for trading. So what do I mean by mentally prepared? So forget about any technical analysis, any strategy that is winning to, let me say, the winning strategy that the 1% are actually using to win from the market. Without being mentally prepared for trading, you will still lose more than you do. Like for example, I see this chart, I want to trade right now. I don't have that mental preparation of trading. So when I want to enter the market, like I'll be afraid. So when I'm afraid like this, most of the times I'm likely to lose that when my strategy is on my right side. And then secondly, I'm likely to enter the trade at the wrong time always. Because when you are not mentally prepared, meaning you trade with fear. And when trading with fear, it simply means you are gambling with the trade. You are not actually trading. And secondly, another thing you can consider is that when they say you are not mentally prepared, it's simply you are afraid to lose. So when you are afraid to lose, what do you find yourself? No matter how you trust your strategy will go against you as long as you are not ready to lose. So before you start trading, one thing I would advise you to do is that go and build your psychology of trading, build your mental health, and always be prepared for whatever thing the market is ready to give to you, so that anything you see in the market, you take it as fun and not take it personal. So that is about the third point here. Simply, most of you who lose trading are not mentally prepared. That's why you find yourself losing trade. No matter how good you are in trading, no matter how well your strategy is, if your mental psychology is not ready for it, trust me, you will keep losing more than you win. And this one thing you need to take note of. So that is it about the third thing here. Simply go and build your mental health and be prepared for trading. Now let's move to the fourth thing you can actually do to avoid losing more trades than usual. So the first thing here is simply you risk too much. So whenever you are trading, a lot of people have this habit that, okay, I want to win more. So for me to win more, I have to risk more of my account. And that's not a good advice. One advice I will give you if you are a trader is simply don't fight for the profit. Fight to stay in the game for longer than everyone expected that account to take you. Because the longer you spend in the market, the more experience you become in the market, the more profit you make from the market. So for example, you have $100 in your account. So I always like using $100 or below as an example, so that the average beginner can see that, okay, with any little amount he or she have, he can get started with forex trading. So now you have an account of $100, you want to trade. So a lot of people will go on there and they use a very high pip side of, let me say, 1, meaning they want to risk up to 10% of their total account, or even up to 50% of the $100. And risking 50% of the $100 simply means you only have 2 chances of trying in the market. Do you know what those 2 chances are? Those 2 chances are simply, if you lose 2 straight ones, you are out of the market. If you win 2 straight, you double your lifeline in the market from 2 to 4, and that's very risky. So my advice I'll give to you to avoid risking too much when trading is simply risk 1% or 2% of your total trading percentage. Like if you are not someone who have been in the industry for as long as possible, who know a lot about trading, I won't advise you risk 2%. I will advise you risk only 1%, and I can't give you the exact pip size to lose that 1%. So what you can do is simply, before I enter any trade, you can go on the internet, search for lot size calculators, and then calculate your total account and then put in the percentage you want to risk, and the system is going to give you the value lot size you should use so that you don't risk more than 1%. So if you are yet to start trading, my advice is that do not risk more than 1% of your total account, else it will end in tears. That's the truth I will tell you. So if you are a beginner, don't risk more than 1%. Even if you are an expert, at times The maximum percent you should risk per trade is simply 2%, and I risk 2 to 3% depending on how well I see the market. Like, there are some markets and when I see this market, I know that eventually this is the direction it's going to go, and such trade I can execute them in the morning, and I just set my take profit and stop loss and just forget about the whole trade, because I know that before I will come back to it, it will surely hit my stop loss, and it will eventually hit my take profit. And those sort of trade I can set them up and then just forget about them. That's where I risk up to 2%, and I don't risk more than 2 or 3% per trade, and that's something I'll advise you. So whenever you are trading, don't risk more than 1% of your total account if you are a beginner, to keep you in the game rather than focusing more on the profit aspect of it. So that is about the fourth point here. Simply don't risk more than 1%. Now let's move to the fifth section on what you need to do to actually avoid losing trade more than usual. So the final tip here on why you lose trade is simply you are having a bad day. So at times you might be a great trader, like sure you win trade every day, like you even go up to 10/10 in almost every single day you trade. Yes, it's okay. It's okay in those ways. It's okay to lose at times because it's normal. Everyone loses. So at times it can be not because you are not mentally prepared, not because you are you don't have a clear trading strategy, not because you risk too much, but simply because you are not having a bad day, you are not having a good day. So bad days can as well affect your mental health. So when you are having a bad day, trust me, just avoid looking at the charts. Just give away to the chart. You will not be seeing the chart the right way, and I've lost money in forex trading in this way more than any other strategy, any other mistake I just listed on this list. Most of the ways I lose that is simply through this having a bad day. Like, you'll be at times you get into some argument that will lead you to anger, then you just open your trading view on MetaMask, MetaTrader, then all of a sudden you want to exit, you just spot a chance, then without proper analysis, due to anger, you just punch in your bars, hit on buy or sell, boom, you just sold yourself out immediately. Before you come to realization that you've done the wrong thing, it's already too late to go back. Then you just have to wait for it to hit your stop loss, hoping it will come back to your way again. But if it doesn't come, you need to learn to trade when not having a bad day. So anytime you find yourself having a bad day, trust me, my advice is that don't trade throughout that whole day. Like, if you have any sort of upset mindset or any little anger in you, don't trade, because when you want to trade, you put your anger on the market, and when you lose your first trade in that way of anger, trust me, you will lose the next 10 trade you will take, because the anger level will increase, and then you go for the next trade. The more you lose, the more it will increase. Before you wash out, even if you're having an account of $1 million, you will waste all of your funds in the market, and the market will just be happily watching you losing your funds out of anger. So if you find yourself having a bad day, I advise don't trade at all. And that's the final point in this video on why you lose this trade. If you find yourself in among any of these 5 things, trust me, take your time and re-strategize and come back to the market, and you'll be counted among the 1% successful traders. So hello guys, hope you find this video helpful. If so, subscribe button, like this video, and tell me what you feel down in the comment section. With that said, have a nice day. Bye.